A picture can say 1,000 words, but it's the story these words tell that's truly important. The annual Seoul Photo Festival has quite the story to tell about Korea's capital city of Seoul, and our Yim Yoonhee took a closer look at this year's edition.
It's hard to imagine as cars whiz by in a city that over 10 million call home, a different landscape. There are hundreds of offices, museums and structures crowded here in the capital. But decades ago, most of these buildings weren't here. And the ones that were, well, they've withstood the test of time and now represent the rich history within the city. These are the pictures of our capital. They're the pictures of our Seoul.
Photography first entered Korea in the beginning of the 1880s, and since then, we've been able to document pictures of Seoul. This year marks the 620th year since Seoul has been considered the capital, and for over 500 years during the Joseon dynasty, there wasn't much change to the circular structure. But after foreign influences entered, everything from the shape of the city to the style of architecture changed.
And it was these foreign influences that drove the direction of Seoul for the next 50 years. During the Joseon dynasty, Seoul was actually called Hanseong. But with the trickling in of Western culture, buildings began to show a much different style. And when Japan invaded, Hanseong became Gyeongseong, and the streets really began to reflect physical changes. Although foreign influence crept in even more and more, there was still a strong presence of a traditional Korea, and the struggle between the two was evident throughout the city. It wasn't until the sudden destruction of the Korean War, a war that almost wiped the slate clean, that Gyeongseong became Seoul, and the capital of Korea saw an explosion of transformation.
After the Korean War, the need for reconstruction was immediate, so everything happened quickly. And that's how the modern Seoul began. Things like the Namsan cable car and the 6-3 building were raised as a result of the industrial development that gripped the city, leading to economic growth and ultimately the development of Korea.
Along the way, sacrifices were made in order to reveal some of Seoul's most beautiful attributes. And now that the dust has settled, the result is a city of splendor and of endless possibility. The colors of Korea will always keep changing, shining a bright light on the future ahead. Yim Yoonhee, Arirang News.